So now they clarify it and they talk about that stupid ass situation where Nunu was like, I left my phone and my belongings on the other sprinter. I need to get it. So because Tavy and Fauna were on the other sprinter, so yo. That's how you know. Exactly. Snooze Fest.
Yo, dude.
Snooze
I'm
Fest.
tired of hearing about these stupid
bro.
same 3 arguments.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's getting dragged now.
Tavy, why are you fighting for K Rican? Like, what is going on? Like, because, you know.
I'm so confused.
I'm sleeping.
This the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, this the kind of beat to go, rock, ta, ta.
Welcome back to another episode of the Petty Headquarters. I'm your host, Tiana Lock, and this is
Jesse Strange.
And we are back at it again with another Baddies recap, y'all.
Yeah, but if you guys are new, welcome. We're the Petty Headquarters, and you guys are the Petty Posse. We cover things like pop culture, internet culture, reality TV, and baddies.
Of course.
And today, that is exactly what we'll be covering.
So let's get into this week's dose of mess, y'all.
Yeah.
Baddies USA, episode 11, picks it up with Natalie confronting Summer about why Summer called her phone 5 times. Summer claims she only called once and not 5 times and think that she's lying. But we don't really know the receipts, okay?
I mean, Summer never lies or
I
hasn't told a lie
agree.
yet.
I agree. Natalie explains that, nobody should be calling me so much. I'm in a moment of grieving and I just don't understand. I was only gone for 2 days. These girls can't get it together. And she basically explains that to the girls that like, hey, whatever Rolly tells you to do, you fucking do it. Like, don't be trying to outrule her. Or, like, if I gave her an order, she gives you an order, you just do it and keep it as simple as that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, she found it disrespectful that Summer called her. And she also mentioned that other people had called her also.
Yeah,
not
about
just
the
Summer.
hotel room.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting that Summer brings up a point, not on the show, but online recently while this is all airing, how she, last season or 2 seasons ago, she had lost her mom or somebody in her family.
Yeah, I saw that.
Still came back to the show.
Yeah.
While it happened. So it's kind of like, of course, she's not going to feel any empathy for you when she said, I'm going to collect the bag too. If I can do it, why can't you? Which I think is fucked up either way. But I'm just saying, she did it. Like, of course she's going to be harsh about it because she's like, if I had to do it, so can you? I can see how there is that. The way Natalie is. The way Natalie is with everyone else. When Natalie's like, well, I had to fight for, 20 years in the business. Now it's your turn.
Yep.
That's the same energy Summer's bringing to her, which is kind of interesting,
I think it brings up a good point, right? Because with baddies, it's always, we on baddies, right? It don't matter. You a baddie, right? We all go through this shit. We all have to fight. There's no type of sympathy at all or any type of empathy for the girls. You could tell like how they talk to each other, how they treat each other. So when Summer went online and she said, well, I still did what I had to do, even with someone in my family dying and all this stuff that I went through. Why can't you? It's so fucked up. But then it's like, that's how Natalie, be talking to the girls. That's how everybody treats each other. So it's like, I kind of wonder, like, Summer really wasn't bugging when she said that. She wasn't bugging.
She had a point.
She had a point.
From her perspective.
Yeah, but it just shows that in that environment, it's like nothing's humanized, like at all. Like everybody's just like, oh, well, if I got through it, you could get through it. Like nobody cares. Like,
100%.
Nobody cares about one another. It's just like you say, trauma bonding.
Exactly. And they like to portray it as sisterhood.
Yo.
But is it really sisterhood?
It's not. It's just organized chaos with a little bit of trauma bonding.
Exactly.
Which is pretty wild.
But that's the manipulation behind it, right?
Yeah.
Of course they're going to tell you it's sisterhood, because why would they tell you it's anything else? That makes no sense.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you this, which I think is a really great question, and I want to discuss it. So is Natalie setting a healthy boundary, or does it feel like punishment because of the power imbalance?
Whoa.
I know, right?
Deep.
I know, right?
Wow. Got me stuck on stupid.
I know. I'm stuck on stupid too.
I don't know if Natalie really knows how to set a boundary. I think that she's trying to now, I guess, but it's like a little too late.
I agree. And I think I saw that a lot today with this episode, that now Natalie is kind of transitioning into being full EP mode and not being on the cast with the girls anymore. I saw a lot of that this episode, where it kind of seemed like Baddies USA, they're trying to rebrand it a little bit. They're trying to go through a little rebrand with the show itself and how the girls show up and how she says, I want my girls to show up. But now it's kind of like, given all of the history, it's kind of hard. It looks like it's very hard for them to transition.
It's going to be hard. And that's what happens when you like, and even Natalie telling the girls during this meeting was like, you know, when I'm telling Rolly that she has to have this meeting and y'all not respecting her, basically saying the girls got to respect Rolly's decision.
Right.
It's basically, she's speaking for Natalie.
Right.
You can see that there is an exchange in hierarchy or power that they're trying to feed us. And it's a little bit of an awkward stage. And I feel like that is why we're seeing that slowness or that's what it feels like. Weird staleness on the show.
100%.
Like even Rolly buying the Baddies USA
the
cake.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not shitting on her. I think that's sweet, right?
Yeah,
but,
I thought that was cute.
Yeah, like that's sweet. But you can see again, like Rolly never did that.
No.
Rolly buying the girls clothes from the performance.
Boutique. Yes.
Like all that is kind of like interesting. It's a way of transitioning the power.
Yeah, which is pretty wild. Pretty wild.
What do you think? What was your answer to that question?
So the question was, is Natalie setting a healthy boundary, or does it feel like punishment because of the power imbalance? I feel like she is now starting to set those boundaries. So I agree with what you said. And that's one of the things that I noticed a lot with this episode was the soft rebrand of like, you know, the position of power to like kind of like just repositioning. Not to say that she's not going to be in power anymore, but just falling out of the scenes a little bit, not being so on camera, in center, staying with the girls, just kind of doing her own thing while, you know, she kind of passes that baton over to Rolly. And we're seeing that she is trying to establish a healthy boundary, but it is difficult considering what the show is about and considering how people move. Like you're dealing with girls and women on the show that are really like this in real life. Like with Natalie, she puts on a show. Rolly, she puts on a show. But with some of these girls, they're really like this in real life. So it's kind of hard to like navigate that and try to even set healthy boundaries with like women coming from like fucked up backgrounds too. Just saying, I'm gonna go on the show and make money. I'll do this shit for free. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What I thought was funny though was that while Nat is reprimanding the girls or whatever, Dolly was like, I am not taking the heat.
She did.
And we could start name calling right now because
she did, yo.
Because I am not taking the fall for somebody who couldn't respect the boundary at the end of the day. Because it was just one person. Apparently, it was more, but you know, we know who Dolly was talking about.
Right, we know what she was talking about. But also, Summer, she takes it upon herself to bring up Big Lex again, and Lex is like, why do you keep bringing me up, right? And so there's just that constant like bullshit that's going on between them. Then after that, they go to rehearsal. And the rehearsal is pretty short. And I noticed that only the girls that they said were going to perform were there in the rehearsal.
Can we talk about that? Because how did we go throughout this whole episode talking about the girls that got booed and it's this whole conversation.
Yeah,
Summer ruined Nat's, grieving process to make a point. All to find out that at the end, the girls end up performing anyways. The ones that got booed. So you telling me this whole episode could have just been thrown in the garbage? Because that's we spent the whole episode telling me that the girls that got booed were not going to perform. Summer made it a huge deal.
No, for real.
All for them to perform anyways.
Honestly, I'm happy Summer performed because she didn't even get booed like that. That was her city, Detroit.
Yeah,
Like,
she didn't.
She didn't.
Not this time. Gretchen still got booed.
No,
though.
Gretchen definitely still got booed. But like Summer, like it seemed like they was really there for her. They was even repeating "On My Mama," like all that stuff. So I was like, I'm happy you got to perform.
I noticed that Dolly didn't perform still.
Yeah, she didn't give a fuck.
She didn't care.
She
Yeah.
didn't care. She really fucking didn't.
don't.
Yeah. I noticed that too. So in the rehearsal, they're talking about, you know, who's gonna go. But then shortly after, Scotty comes back, right? After that rehearsal scene is done, Scotty comes back from her trip in Milan. Scotty and Jayla come back. She's dressed up as the girl from Clueless. And she looks very cute. She comes back with her dog in her hand. And she wants to catch up with the girls outside and find out what's the tea. Like, what happened? Why are you looking at me like that? Try not to laugh.
Because, bro, this whole scene, throw it out. This whole episode, throw it out. You telling me you wasted my whole time. First of all,
yeah,
you didn't even give me content in Milan.
Yeah.
You didn't even I honestly feel like it was added in there because they wanted to write it off as a business write-off. Like as an expense. Because 100%. It was literally no need for it.
Yep.
Scotty's telling them about, because Jayla's recapping about how online there was a fight that broke out because they were gonna there was a rumor that they were getting robbed, but essentially somebody had maced.
Yeah, Jayla had said that they got maced because they were recording a brawl that was going on in the street, and that's what happened. Which
is crazy because like when I saw the footage online go online when it was actually happening. Because Jayla made a good point. She said in classic Zeus fashion, there was a brawl, which is normalized, right? This environment is normalized.
Right.
Scotty's pregnant. And you're telling me this pregnant woman got maced and we're just normalizing it the same way this network normalized Krishan smoking and drinking while pregnant. But then they get mad, Scotty gets mad, Lemmy gets mad, the network gets mad when we're talking about how she shouldn't be on the show because she's pregnant and there's no need for her to be here.
Period.
And I think that's a great example of why she don't need to be there. Zeus doesn't attract good energy in classic Zeus fashion, correct, Jayla?
Period.
So why is it that we get, comments that say, oh, you're just Scotty haters, you're just this, you're just that, when the baby is being put in danger, just like Krishan's baby. Look at the results of that. All because of being on camera. You understand that everything you ingest, you smell, you feel, the baby is absorbing.
Yep. Talk about it.
And I just love how this whole scene is so normalized. Like, Scotty's pregnant.
Yep.
And Jayla's like, yeah, classic Zeus fashion, we got maced.
Yep.
But don't worry, we didn't get robbed.
Yep.
I'd rather you have gotten robbed than maced, girl. Like, the baby.
Yeah.
The fucking baby.
Yeah. Listen, talk about it. And I'm happy you're saying something about it because it's true. Every time we talk about it, you're Scotty haters. We're actually looking out for Scotty. We're not hating on her. We're actually concerned for her. So if our concern makes us haters, that's very questionable.
It's weird.
That tells me the type of person you are. It's like you know what it is. It's normalizing that bullshit. Those are probably the same people that normalize Diddy and Cassie. So it goes deeper than what people see on the surface. And I'm so happy you brought the fact that she's pregnant because that was the whole time. That's what I thought about the whole time she was there.
You're casually talking about being maced.
And you're pregnant and doesn't care. And then you want to know
brawl.
the tea.
In a brawl while you're pregnant.
Right.
But we can't touch you, Scotty, because you're pregnant.
But that's what I'm saying. And it's like, I'm honestly really tired of seeing her. Like, if you were really cared for, why are you being put in this condition?
She's not cared for. She is a content machine.
Yep.
Which is why the baby's not even born yet, and the baby already has a show.
Yep.
Unfortunately, this baby was what Krishan and Blueface was supposed to have. And now that didn't work out, Lemmy saw opportunity somewhere else, and
Right. Right. So I don't know. I mean, listen, I have nothing else to say about Scotty. Last thing I gotta say is it's her being in these environments, wanting to know the tea, being in the scene, knowing that Tavy and Nunu are about to fight. It's just like, why are you fucking here? Why are you here?
I love how she moved out the way.
I love how she moved out the way too. I was like, I'm sorry if all you're pregnant. Get off the show. Point blank, period, end of story. So now we see Summer, Mariah, Biggie, and Gretch. Gretch was there? I don't remember if Gretch was there.
Isn't this where Nunu confronts Killa?
Oh, you're right. Because Tavy is talking to Killa about they're still outside talking.
The girls are outside, they're cold, and Nunu confronts Killa. They don't got no beef.
No beef, yeah.
They establish it's done.
Yeah.
And that was it. And then at some point, Mariah and Biggie are chatting.
Yes, and Summer comes.
Yeah, which I thought was random because Summer's never with that group of people.
Yeah, but Summer's just riding on her own this season, so she's everywhere.
That's true. That's true. And this is where you see Mariah actually confront Summer about how, she gives her flowers.
Yeah, she does.
And basically say, you funny. I like your music and all. And it was so funny because Summer was like, yeah, bitch, because I knew you want to be my friend.
Yo, I know. I'm like, Summer just can never just be chill, yo. She always got to be on 10. Like, so Mariah is just saying how much she respects her, how she does think she's a star, and how they got off on the wrong foot. And I honestly respected Mariah for that because, like, I feel like with Summer, you can't be mad at her for too long because she's mad funny. Like, she say something, you want to laugh. It's like, why are you like this? Like, and Biggie makes such a great point in her confessional. She says, I feel like Summer's a star, but she doesn't know when to twinkle. And I agree. But this goes back to what I've been saying about Summer is that she is a star, but she don't know time and place. She doesn't know how to communicate. And, if she had some media training and a little bit of education, girl, she could go fucking far. And I really do believe that Summer truly is a star. Because, like, I don't know. Like, for example, Natalie Nunn, when she was on BGC, as crazy as she was, when she left, the show got boring. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? But then also her being educated, college educated, like, knowing human behavior. It's like little things that she learned, studied upon, that took her further, right? And I feel like Summer could do the same, So my question is Summer being rewarded for chaos because chaos equals screen time?
Yeah.
Because they swore she wasn't going to perform, and then suddenly she performed.
100%. Yeah. 100%. And that's baddies in general.
Yeah.
Like, they reward you, but then they punish you. And that's the psychological warfare they play on you, right?
Yep.
So, like you said, using the Summer example about her, they knew the whole time they were gonna make her perform.
Right.
Production knew that. They just needed to rile her up.
Yep.
Get her and then punish her for getting riled up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's true because they know that she's gonna have a reaction to it too, and she's so expressive and animated that if every episode so far has been Summer, like, you know what I mean?
She's been carrying this season.
She's carrying it. Let's be real. And guess what? The same thing with Africa. When it was the three of them, it was the big three. Why? Summer.
Yeah.
Summer. And I've been said that, and I'm going to still keep saying that. Now that brings me to the second question, which kind of like ties into that. Does the show unintentionally teach the girls that regulation, being stable and normal and quiet, does that equate to invisibility?
100%.
100%.
100%. Absolutely. Because they call those girls boring.
Yeah, Tasiki, like all that. Like, if you're not getting into some drama or like getting into all the fights or being extra chaotic or being a dickhead, really, you're invisible. You're not a star. Nobody knows you.
I mean, let's talk about DJ Sky for a second because this question reminds me of someone like DJ Sky because, I feel like they bring DJ Sky onto Baddies to bully her.
Oh, to embarrass her.
To embarrass her. That's the better word.
Yes.
To embarrass her. Because they know she's soft. Even Natalie saying it out loud, they know what they're doing.
They know.
2, the whole DJ set thing was crazy to me.
That was so wild.
From hearing Mariah Lynn say, DJ fuck up.
Literally, DJ fuck up.
I thought that was rude. I know a lot of people thought it was funny.
I thought that was funny, low-key.
Yeah, no, a lot of people. I thought that was rude because I'm a DJ Sky fan, 1. And 2, y'all bitches could never.
Right.
Y'all bitches could never.
Yep.
spin a DJ set, first of all.
Period.
Fuck out of here.
Period.
All right?
Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
And two, it's like Mariah, I feel like even Tasiki, and that's where going back to the invisibility part, because I was really disappointed to hear Tasiki and her confessional
She gotta
say,
get fired.
I'm like, yo, it's this bitch who was boring on every other season, okay? And no one ever threatened her job when she didn't do shit up until the reunion. The audacity to threaten someone else's job?
Yo, for real.
Who the fuck do you think you are? And
For
that
real,
goes back to the
for
same
real.
question. This show, if you're normal and you have, like you can regulate
Yep.
your emotions through these things,
Yep.
you're invisible, you're bullied,
Yep.
you're taken advantage
Yep,
of,
yep,
you're walked
yep,
all over.
Yep.
If you're a good person, you're walked all over. You
Yep,
can't
yep,
be like that. And
yep.
like that goes back to your question. Like it what was the question? It regulates or what? No,
It equates to like invisibility.
right, exactly. And that's what they eventually end up doing. They eventually end up firing DJ Sky.
Yeah.
You know? And to embarrass her on stage
you're late. Why are you late?
when she said
You're about to get fired. Bobby's saying on the mic, you're about to get fired. Like, whoa.
when it was Zeus production that drove her there.
Yeah, and they're late. And that's what she said in her confessional. So I was like, wow, so they did that shit on purpose.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just what I'm saying. You do these things on purpose.
And they know she's not going to stand up for herself.
Right. And then to fire her is crazy. Like when y'all literally caused her to get fired.
And that's what I'm saying. And for them, and I think it's strategic too that they didn't, because she went online recently and was like, the reason why she messed up with the Tasiki when Tasiki came out was because they changed the order of the set.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a little confused. She's like, I'm used to being on the fly, but it takes me a second when I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I feel like they do it on purpose.
Yeah, because she didn't fuck up in New York at all. So, like, what's the difference between New York and Chicago when it was the same order?
And Natalie told her to stop the music when Mariah came out.
She did, and I peeped that, and I literally wrote that down. I was like, Natalie deadass told her to stop the fucking music.
It's so weird to tell Mariah she looked good.
Right. like what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. It's weird. It feels like a setup.
It does.
I feel like when you're not loud and bold and stand up for yourself, you get taken advantage of.
But let's bring up another baddie that's a good example. Biggie, right? I feel like even though she doesn't get herself into so much fights and chaos and drama as often, she still has a personality and she's funny and she's hype. She's a dope ass person, a dope ass performer, right? And she's not invisible. However, you do still see that whole thing where they try to bully you. They try to like take advantage, embarrass you, because that's happened to her multiple times by other girls on the show, by Natalie herself. And it's almost like, what is this? Like a hazing ritual or something? Like, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only person I could think of who can be normal, not get into no chaos and drama or fights and still kind of not be invisible.
Yeah, well, Pretty P was the one that, that they would, before she would, like, she would have her moments, but they called her boring.
That's
Fauna
true. That's true.
was someone before, Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, after Africa, she started fighting more, but up until then, she was considered boring too.
That's true. And again, boring doesn't mean that these girls aren't cool. Like, I'm sure they're cool as down-to-earth girls, but
But that's what I'm saying. The audience considers them boring because they're not fighting and being rowdy.
Right. The viewers want to see that. That's when you have the highest ratings, when you see the chaos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a reason why Baddies every Sunday has 30 to 51 million viewers. There's a reason for it. So at this point, the girls go to the venue. Now, they're getting ready to do the show, but they're doing like a little rehearsal sound checks. The girls are telling Scotty about the tea with Nunu and Fauna, talking about Nunu was looking through bags. So now they clarify it and they talk about that stupid ass situation where Nunu was like, I left my phone and my belongings on the other sprinter. I need to get it. So because Tavy and Fauna were on the other sprinter, Tavy was like, you don't got nothing on the sprinter, bitch. Ain't nothing on the sprinter for you. And they start arguing. So, yo. It's you know. Exactly. Snooze fest.
Yo, dude.
Snooze
I'm
fest.
tired of hearing about these stupid
bro.
same 3 arguments.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's getting dragged now.
Okay, go ahead, continue. I'll sleep.
So basically, they're telling Scotty the tea, and Scotty's so happy with her dog Capri sitting there. And I'm not gonna lie, I was so over this clip.
I was so over
I just feel like, what are we talking about?
I'm sleeping this
Yeah,
whole time
exactly.
because it's like, this is the third. This is literally the third. There's 3 main conversations here.
Mhm.
The girls won't perform who got booed, checking the temperature, because somehow we're on episode 11 still talking about checking temperatures. And now here's the Nunu and the purse and Tavy. And it's like, Tavy, why are you fighting for K-Rican? Like, what is going on? Like, because, you know.
I'm so confused.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
I'm
because she's like,
sleeping.
oh
This-
no, you starting with my bitches, Fauna, Killer Kid Rican. I'm like, all right, this is stupid.
So dumb.
So of course Nunu walks in the middle of it, and in her confessional, she's like, I didn't know the tea was about me.
Oh,
like, you know what I
D.
mean? She said, to find out, I'm the tea. Like,
She knew the tea was about her.
she knew production
knew.
sent her.
Right.
It was like, that's literally what it felt like. I was like, oh, everything I'm watching feels so staged, stale, and lackluster. And I get that reality TV is staged. I know that. Let's get
No,
that out
but
the way.
like the
It's not even
same-
produced good.
The same conversation, girl. I am sleep. This whole episode gotta go.
No, for real, I had to go in the trash. I had to go in the trash.
I
Had to
was
go in the
sleep,
trash.
girl. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, no, literally.
That's
like,
why I wore this sweater, girl, because I felt like this is my mood watching the whole episode. Like, it was a snooze fest. I cannot believe I'm on episode 11.
11.
Hearing about checking temperatures
No, for
and
real.
about the fucking purse. And how, like, the purse was not there. And Tavy's, like, very, like, extra.
She
like,
is, right?
She's a little extra.
She's like too much. I'm like, why are
you're
you doing the
going
most?
hard for
Like,
a dumb conversation.
no, for real. Like, it wasn't no real beef. But I think she
Right.
even said, though, in the beginning of this, season, she not letting nobody mess with her. So I think that's why
But
you
it's-
feel this extra energy.
It's coming off a little like a pick me or like a try hard. Like, you know, those girls that didn't get picked in high school. And now you're trying extra hard to be liked. Like, it's giving that. Like, you're doing a little too much where it feels forced.
I can see that. I
Yeah.
can see that because it's feeling like she is doing too much. And then, of course, her and Nunu fight.
Okay,
They argue, go back and forth.
First of all, what the fuck was that fight?
yeah.
They fight in the air. They fight in
Tavy definitely had that first round.
but okay. I mean, after a while, but they were swinging for a long time.
They
Nunu
were
was
fighting the
wa-
air. Yo, why you?
It was nothing but air, girl. I was like,
yeah.
what is this
bro.
lackluster fight?
No, it really was. Like, it was just so stupid. And they fight twice. And then Scotty's like, all right, guys, one fight is enough. I'm like, Scotty, why are you there?
Right, period.
Like, not for nothing. When she said one fight is enough, I got annoyed. I was
know,
like, why
yeah.
the fuck are you even in the fucking room where there's a fucking fight?
Right. Normalizing this shit is wild.
But
it is
bro,
wild.
one fight is enough.
In classic Zeus fashion.
She pissed me off in this scene. You know why? Because it's like, as you could see, Nunu and Tavy were getting more fired up. Before she moved, you saw her like move her hair to the side and roll her eyes. And I'm like, bitch, why are you there if you think it's ghetto as fuck? Why are you there if you know you're in a scenario where it's ghetto as fuck, you know there's gonna be fights, and you're pregnant? So it's like you're rolling your eyes that you're in this environment, but you want to be in this environment. So I'm confused. And I don't
or
really
her
care.
man wants her to be in
Yeah,
this
and I don't
environment.
care if you don't like my delivery on that or if you think it's rough or fucked up or aggressive. I don't give a fuck because it's like, girl, why are you exposing yourself to this toxicity? You're pregnant. You know, like your baby's gonna feel all the energies of everyone in that room. And I feel like people they don't understand this. When you're pregnant, and even when you're not pregnant, your body, everything, you're susceptible to so much. You're vulnerable to so much. You feel energy, you share energy, you transfer energy, whether it's through words, through touch, whatever. It doesn't matter. Feelings. And she's around a lot of energy. So the audacity to roll your eyes, knowing the environment you're in and you're pregnant, please give it a fucking rest.
Yeah.
I'm so over her.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's it.
I mean, it's literally what we just said before. You know what I mean? Like,
literally, one fight is enough.
yeah.
So now they go to the show. They have the show.
Yeah. And then, Smiley. And, this is another thing I had. Like, are we really gonna watch the same performances again and again throughout the whole season? Like, they really showed the performance, which was cool. I mean, it was cool in New York because it was the premiere.
Yeah.
But now we're watching it again on repeat, and you just spent throw the whole fuck. I'm about to take out the mask again. I'm about to go to sleep again, bro. I'm looking at this like, okay, it's different if something else different happened on stage, but nothing else. Like, I'm seeing the same performance now. You're wasting my time.
Yep.
You're wasting my valuable time because I've seen this already, right?
Yep. So the girls perform. Lemmy and Natalie open the show. Right?
Yes.
And of course, the immediate thing, where is DJ Sky? We're looking for new DJs. DJ Sky shows up, but she shows up a little late. You have Lemmy talking about, you're late. Why are you late? And on stage in front of everyone too, for the crowd to hear. And then Bobby's on the mic talking about, you're going to get yourself fired. You're going to get fired. And this is where you hear, DJ Sky said, like, I was given a ride here. I was driven here, like, by production. I'm so confused. Like,
yeah. So then you get the performers going. So-and-so goes. Then Gretchen performs and she gets booed again, like we mentioned earlier.
Yep. Summer performs.
Everybody, again, we've seen this
We've
before.
seen it. We don't even have to go through we don't have to go through the lineup. Who gives a fuck? But then what I noticed is that Tinkerbella performs, right? Janelle and Jayla come out with her. But she decides to randomly say, nah, Dolly. She said, it's always going to be, nah, Dolly. You lost, and everybody's hyped. So I already knew, like, did production tell you to say that? It's given that, because it's like, how do we pass this already? It's so random. Like, Dolly wasn't saying nothing to you. Y'all was avoiding each other.
She didn't even perform that night.
Right. And it's like, you guys already got it out. You had your differences. You fought. Okay. Why are we bringing up Dolly's name again?
I love how that was the focus for you. When for me, it was the fact that Jayla was like, your girl's officially on Baddies.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, wait a minute. You have an intro.
Right.
I've seen you in majority of the episodes. You went to Milan. You telling me on episode 11 you're officially a part of the Baddies cast,
Bro,
bitch?
right.
I've seen you here the whole time. What is going on? I'm so confused. Throw this whole episode away.
Yes.
Throw it away.
Yes. It was so weird that they're like backstage and saying that, Jayla's gonna be full time with the Baddies cast now. I'm like, okay, and they're like, yay, and she's like so hyped, and I'm like, what is this episode?
I'm so confused. But it's so funny because after her performance, Gretch's performance, she actually asked for medical. She tore up her stitches that she had on her neck.
Yeah, she
which
did.
I didn't even know she had stitches on her neck.
Yeah.
When they said she got sliced up, I thought they meant on the surface scratch. I didn't think stitches, girl.
Yes. Yeah. So when I heard that, I was like shocked.
And the funniest part was like, she was like, I ain't playing with my health this season.
Why was that so funny to you?
Bitch, your neck is sliced up and you telling me you not playing with your health, go home.
No, literally.
If you really not playing with your health, go home.
Literally, go home.
Because what are you talking about? You're on Baddies with a sliced up neck with stitches. I love how they left that out until her stitches opened up.
Yep.
Nobody knew she had stitches.
Yeah, because they made it seem like it was just a scratch, or like
maybe
a
ring scratch.
Yeah, or like the skin came off a little bit where she bled, but stitches
neck was sliced for stitches.
Yeah, stitches
imagine there was like a freak accident. That's all
stitches
it's gonna take.
Crazy.
That's
I'm
all it's gonna take.
Like, it's just too much. It's too much.
Sheesh.
So now after this, Mariah comes out to perform, right? Mariah Lynn, and of course her song stops. So she's like, why y'all stop my music? Why y'all stop my music? She goes up to the DJ and everything. Now, mind you, like we said earlier, Natalie told DJ Sky to stop the music, right? And now Mariah just goes up there and she's just like, what the fuck? So Sky makes it known that the file that she had was the Jersey Club mix. It wasn't the original song.
And it was Mariah's file, like her.
Right.
She gave that to her.
Right. Which you find out later, Mariah's like, I have both. But I guess
she didn't name it correctly.
Yeah, she didn't name it correctly. And I think that's what it was. Because Sky was like, I'm looking up Once Upon a Time and only the Jersey Club version is coming up. So I don't know if this is an error on Mariah's team or someone on her team or Mariah, but it's like, we can't have this shit happening.
Or DJ Sky, because she already Sky. It's not like Mariah didn't perform it the first time.
This is true, and everything went fine.
Yeah,
everything went fine.
Unless it was renamed on purpose to be a production.
Nah, I don't think it will go that far. Maybe this was really just a mild technical difficulty on DJ Sky's end. Maybe, you know, I mean, they complain about it multiple times. Like, even when they're not rolling and they're not on the show. Like, we went to an event where that didn't even make it in the episode in Baddies East, and she still messed up, and they still complained about it. So it's like, maybe she does have her own, like, technical difficulties, but I'm not gonna hold you. The way they be treating her, though, it's out of pocket. It's out of pocket.
Yeah, so now Tommy performs, and all you hear this bitch say is, huh? She sounded terrible.
Oh my God, no, Biggie performed after that. Went to Siki, then Sapphire, then
Sapphire,
Tommy.
Suki, we already know all this.
Yeah, but I love Biggie's performance. Her performance was so good.
Biggie looked good.
Biggie looked amazing.
Her hair was fire.
Yes, it was giving like old school Missy Elliott vibes, and I loved it. I was hyped. I was the only time I was hyped watching this episode when Biggie performed. That's it. What the world? What we doing? Look at what I'm moving on the dime. I'm feel like I had the lotto.
You get hyped every time that damn song comes on.
Every fucking time. I don't care. I love Biggie.
I would think that it get old, but it don't get old.
No, it never gets old. Like, I love that song, and I love how hyped she is when she comes out, because I feel the energy. She be like, what?
You do.
Like, yes,
I just feel
Biggie.
like, you know, the girl, other shit kind of like ruins it for me.
Yeah,
you know?
but that's the only time I was hype. Everything else was trash. But
so Tommy performs. She's trash.
She yelling and saying a whole lot of nothing. Talking about what the fuck did she even say?
Nothing.
She said nothing. She was high and drunk and off her fucking ass.
I love that Tavy called it out. She said, "You're doing worse than the girls that got booed," and that's exactly what I said on the last episode. I was like, bro, if anybody that shouldn't be here who did, like, it's Tommy. She's sloppy. She's so sloppy and she's so unprofessional.
Yep. I don't know. Like, I just feel like they need to check her, and they don't check her. And if you're going to tell Summer she can't perform, then you got to tell Tommy she can't perform.
Speaking of not checking, what I thought was so interesting was at the end, right? They're all on stage. Natalie closes the show. And then Tommy's so drunk, she goes, I guess, to like hug
Rolly. But she's so fucking aggressive, she hits her on the nose.
She punches her on the nose.
Yes.
And I love how Rolly has had so much patience with Tommy, because I guarantee you, if it was, what's her little friend, her ex-friend, the little one?
Slim.
If it was Slim, if it was Summer, if it was anyone else, Rolly would have been checked that bitch.
I disagree.
What?
I disagree. And the only reason why I say that is because she could have been, you know how many times Summer overstepped? She could have been hit Summer.
But you see how she checked her. She checked her.
That's true.
She checked her in that bus immediately. She said, I don't want to hit you, but I will.
Yeah.
She never said that to Tommy. She's kind of like, Tommy, I don't want to do
Maybe
this.
It's
like
because it was performing day, but she should still check her after the
Even
fact.
after she was loud as fuck in the back talking about, I'm so angry. So why don't you go confront Tommy? You've had many opportunities to confront Tommy. Tommy's disrespected her a few times.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I'm you know what? I like to believe that maybe because Rolly is put in a new position now with this season, and she really has been letting a lot of people slide, that now she's just like, you know what? It was an accident. I'm not really trying to be on that type of time. Now I'm kind of like looked at as someone that's in a leadership position now. So that's the only reason why I would say maybe it's just like, you know, there's different energy this season with her. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe. So, but you are right. She didn't say anything. So I don't know. I just feel like Tommy needs to start. And that's what Tavy said too. No, Rolly said this. Like, we said, don't show up drunk. Don't show up like this. And she was a mess. She looked crazy. She was just yelling on stage.
She looked crazy. Like her, I don't even like her outfit.
What
was that thing on her hair?
I actually liked her outfit. I liked the style. I didn't like her energy though.
Not when she looking a mess. When she, like, the style looks good when you're poised and collected. But when you look like a sloppy drunk, you look like an insect. Like the hair didn't look good when you look sloppy like that. Like the hair only look good when you're poised and you have that energy where the outfit was giving.
Right. It's true. So then I really didn't give a fuck for her performance. And in the back, you see the girls, Tink, Cold Killer, Fauna, and all of them having their little discussion. Tink coming with, what is it, like a little nebulizer or some shit on her.
Oh, yeah, she got asthma.
Got asthma, but then Killer said she got asthma. And she's like, oh, so we both got asthma. We both got the same song. Da-da. They were making a joke out of that. And that's when you hear Tink in her confessional say that, you know, Killer kind of cool. Like all this shit, all this shit that we had, we just had to get it out the way, which is true, which is what I said in the beginning. I felt like Tink didn't even want to fight her. It was just like for a storyline. So,
bro, Tink wanted to be Cold Killer's friend from day one.
Yeah.
The way she was so mad at Cold Killer, bro. Like, you can tell Tink wanted her acceptance so bad. So hearing her officially say that, it's just like, come on, Tink. We knew you wanted to be Cold Killer's friend from the beginning. We knew you were so mad that she didn't like you, that you had to prove a point. We knew that you were so mad that you had to dance with her for an hour.
Salsa dance.
Dance for an hour. Just to make your ego feel better because she don't like you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So when she said that, I was like, of course, there it is. She slipped. It shows you really just wanted acceptance from her.
Yeah, literally. So then, of course, girls are recapping backstage again about Gretchen's performance. And then they talk about Nunu and Tavy beef. Rolly's explaining to the girls what happened with that. Again, honestly, we didn't need this scene. Pointless scene. Another pointless scene. I just feel like, again, we're talking about the same thing. Oh, you see? That's why you're yawning. We're talking about the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. There's no new elements. There's no new story. There's no new structure. It's just kind of like, bland. Yeah. So I'm like, if y'all are on tour, like, I don't know how this is going to work. I really don't know how this is going to work.
We're going to see the same performances.
Every episode?
I hope not.
I just
I
don't know
got
how
my
this is gonna
sleepy
work.
sweater now, so every time.
And is this the performance where Tommy throws the glass at that kid in the audience? Where is that?
Detroit, I think.
They were in Detroit.
No, that was Chicago.
That was Chicago?
Mhm.
I could have sworn they were in Detroit.
Now they're on their way to Detroit.
Oh.
Now they get on the bus. Now they're going to Detroit.
Oh.
And that's where Summer's like, this is my city. And everybody's like, yo, everybody loves Detroit.
I thought they were already in Detroit when they performed.
No, because Suki said, y'all bitches from Chicago look dry. Y'all look mad. Yeah, y'all look mad and look like your pussy stank.
Yeah. Yo, Suki's stupid, yo.
Yeah, and she specifically said, y'all bitches from Chicago. So,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're in Chicago still. They didn't leave. Their next episode is in Detroit.
Okay.
Because remember, in Detroit, Summer jumps, gets Lex and all them
That's true.
Yeah, so we didn't get there yet.
Okay, so Tommy does that in Detroit.
I think so.
Not Chicago.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she needs to get checked, man. She can't be showing up so fucking faded and high like that where she don't even know the lyrics to her own song. Like it's a little outrageous at this point.
Now you're making me want to see where that was.
Yeah, let's double check that.
Houston.
It was in Houston?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. So it wasn't in Detroit.
Houston show.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we're not there yet.
We're not even there yet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at the end, the girls all get on stage and perform with Natalie, doing what I want, whatever. Yeah. This is where Tommy hits Rolly in the face by accident because she comes from behind trying to hug her, but she's so drunk and high and aggressive that she hits her nose.
Yeah.
Right.
So we said all that.
Right. We did. So the girls in the back, they eat their Baddies cake. They're celebrating their second performance on the tour. And this is where Jayla says what she says about being full-time with the Baddies cast. And then the girls leave to go to the next city. They're going on the bus. And Mariah confronts the situation about DJ Sky telling the girls that, why was my song stopped? Like, I don't appreciate that. Then she explains how she has 2 different songs on file, Jersey Club and Original. And basically just trying to blame DJ Sky for the whole thing. And this is where Tink and Summer come on the bus. Summer's like, eh, as usual. Yo! That is the whole theme. That is the whole theme for this episode.
Sorry.
Just like you with that sweater because snooze fucking fest.
Snooze fest.
So then fucking Tink comes on behind fucking Summer. Immediately Dolly attacks Tink, which I knew was coming.
Why?
Nah, Dolly, you lost.
Oh, yeah. They got, that's right.
That's why.
They saw me falling asleep, so they needed to do something. Got it. Because, bitch, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
What is this forced fighting? Dolly, you know how to, you're alive?
Yeah, literally.
My God, I thought, she was non-existent because of Summer.
Yeah.
Without
so
Summer,
now-
there's no Dolly.
Right. It seems like she's popping her shit in the next episode. So immediately attacks Tink like hard to the point where it looks crazy. The camera's jerking like crazy. They fall down the stairs out of the damn bus onto the floor fighting. Like it's
Throw the whole episode away.
Yep. So that's pretty much it. That's it. That's pretty much where it ends. And Dolly and Tink fight. That's where the episode ends. And we see the preview for the next episode. Mariah confronts DJ Sky, and DJ Sky's just looking at her like,
Yo, it's so
okay.
funny the way she was looking down on Mariah. Like,
Literally. Like Mariah's so tiny, looking up, really thinking she's putting fear in someone's heart. Like, what the fuck are we watching? Then we see Dolly kick Summer in the head, which is crazy. Dolly is crying, arguing with Summer back and forth. Dolly attacks someone else. I don't know who it is. I can't tell who it is. Dolly attacks Tavy. Natalie recaps the whole Tommy and Biggie situation with Tommy and a couple of the girls. Scotty suddenly wants to talk to Natalie. For what?
I don't know why.
I thought that was done.
I don't understand that.
Like,
I don't even want to comment until I see it.
That's what I'm
because
saying. Like, are you gonna actually have a sit down? Like, what the fuck? Like,
There's no need.
There's no need. Like, I feel like you've already said that we're not friends.
It feels like it's a little bit antagonizing.
Yeah. Like, Natalie is staying out the way. She's minding her business. You've already made it clear we're not friends. Okay. Y'all had that one conversation in Africa. Leave it at that. Like, we don't need to have another conversation. So when I saw that she was like, I want to sit down with Natalie, I'm like, who's telling you to do that?
Who else?
Right. Exactly. Who's a little birdie in your ear? Because why do you want to do that? Anywho, then Dolly versus Summer, Dolly versus Tavy again, then Dolly versus it looks like to be Killa. I'm not sure. But it seems like next episode is Dolly's episode. Seems like. She just don't care. She not talking. She just hitting. So that brings me to this last question that I want to ask. Baddies, is this a sisterhood or a shared trauma experience?
It is definitely a
Shared trauma experience. Yep,
Absolutely.
that is the answer. There is no sisterhood. So when these girls talk about when we go out, we're a sisterhood, I don't think so. I think you guys just trauma bond. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And that's why as quickly as the big three were bonding is as quickly as they fell apart because they're not
Period.
real sisters.
Nope.
They are people who go through some trauma together
Period.
and that's where they relate.
That's it, man. That's Baddies.
That
a shared
is.
trauma experience.
Yep.
That's it. So that's pretty much our thoughts on this whole episode
Mhm.
and our recap. Like, definitely comment your thoughts below. Tell us what you guys think. What do
Yeah.
you think about what we said? You know,
Yeah.
also tell us where you're from in the comments, all that good shit.
Did we miss anything? Do you agree, disagree, all that stuff? Because I know you guys definitely share your opinions and we
Mhm.
watch.
We
read them.
definitely do. We definitely do. So don't stop commenting because we be seeing them. So where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram. That's JESSI.Stranger. Where can they find you, Tiana?
You guys can find me on Instagram at it's.TianaLock. Oh my God. I'm getting so used to it. Anywho, you can find me on there. You guys can find us on Instagram at
The Petty Headquarters.
You guys can find us on YouTube and all podcast platforms at
The Petty Headquarters.
You can also find us on Patreon at
The Petty Headquarters.
And we release exclusive content on there. So be on the lookout for the vlog of Jocelyn's Why Are You Here TV premiere watch party event that we went to.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up interviewing Jocelyn. That's going to be there as well. It's very uncensored. That event was very uncensored with male strippers and dicks. So definitely that's going to be on the Patreon.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, with that being said, this was your weekly dose of mess.
mess.